Back inside the Actrix Lounge in the Danbury Ice Arena for another episode of Catching Up with McCreary. I'm the voice of the Hattricks, Doug Lattuca, with head coach Billy McCreary. And coach, they say you really shouldn't assume anything, but you guys are coming off 3 straight road wins. This is the end of this 4-game road trip tonight in Binghamton. How are you guys feeling?
Good. I mean, we're happy with the body of work we've put in here the last 10 days, and this is a good test for us to go into a good hostile environment and take care of business.
The power play broke through in your last game against Elmira, 2 goals. It was the first time a player not named Sam Dabrowski had scored a power play goal since the season opener against Watertown. What was clicking for that unit on Saturday night?
Just sticking to the process, not panicking. We've been working on it in practice. We've been working on our looks, working on our reps, and we got a couple good opportunities, and they just seemed to fall for us last game.
So it wasn't really anything out of the ordinary there. It was just what you guys have practiced, and it just came through.
Yeah, I haven't really changed too much. A focus on a greater net front presence and just better decision making, quicker decision making. But no, I thought in that game they just went out and did what they needed to do.
Secondary scoring has been a big topic of conversation over the last couple of games compared to the beginning of the season. Was that something you expected would come through as the season had progressed?
That's just kind of our philosophy here. We don't really lean on one line or a handful of guys. We like to have 3 first lines. We like to have 3 pairs of D that can all be a first pair, and the deeper we are, the better we are. So it's good to see our secondary scoring for sure.
The last time we sat down, a little bit of a different vibe with the team, right? Around 500 now, you guys are up over that hump. Anything fun at practice this week? Anything different about the team, their feelings, and maybe that locker room presence?
Not really. Just kind of sticking to it. I mean, we're still so far off from where we want to be, and our end goal is 5-6 months away from here. So the 3-game win streak, it doesn't mean anything for us. We just have to stick to our process day to day, making sure that we're being good pros. We're building upon the energy that we've created here, and that's our goal here tonight.
Haven't spoken too much about Brandon Stoichevsky really throughout the season. He's kind of quietly getting the job done. 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points this season, and picked up a couple goals in the last game against Elmira. What are you liking from his game? Why is he having so much success?
He just, he comes to the rink every day. He's a really good pro. He works hard. He enjoys being here, and he's been sticking to the process. And I thought the first game last weekend wasn't his best game, and we kind of made some adjustments, within the lineup that probably took away some opportunity from him. And, what I was really impressed with was how he responded in that second game in Elmira, being taken off the power play, kind of dropped to an extra forward type of spot. It didn't take a long conversation for me. It didn't take a conversation for me at all. It just, he knew he wanted better, and he went out there and he earned it. So it's great to see.
Connor Woolley, a guy who played 5 games for you last year, he filled up the score sheet against Elmira as well. Pretty much everyone was on that score sheet in the 8-1 win against the River Sharks. What does he bring to the team that might not have been there before he came back to Danbury for season number 2?
Yeah, he's got a lot of poise. He's got a lot of confidence. He sees the play well offensively. He's willing to play a 200-foot game, and he just fits into what we're doing here. He's a great teammate. He's great in the room. He's great on the ice. And, as long as we can keep doing that day by day, he should have a good opportunity to do some really good things here.
Mentioned the secondary scoring a little bit earlier, named a couple of those guys who have started to come through in the point category. Anybody who we didn't mention who has been standing out to you, either in-game or even in practice?
I think a guy that isn't really talked about a lot, on the back end, a guy like Bedard, he just works every day. You're not going to really see him on the score sheet, but you're going to see him killing penalties. You're going to see him blocking shots. You're going to see him do all the little things that it takes to win hockey games. And, we might not ever really see him on a first, second, third star. You might not see him on the game-winning goal or on the power play, but he's one of those glue guys that just continues to work, and he works in the trenches. And, you need those guys, right? We lost a guy like that in Gordy Manel from last year, and, now we've kind of found that with him. I know he's a D-man. Gordy's a forward, but, you need that mindset in the room.
I feel like every time we sit down, we bring up Connor McCollum, and it seems like you've found the guy that has really taken over the net and has won you guys some games. The shots against have certainly been up there, and he has been up to the task, especially in the couple recent road games that we've seen. You guys getting in the win column on the road, which was something that hadn't happened in the beginning of the year. We sat down with him, intern Lexi Berkey sat down with him a little while ago just to talk and get the fans to learn a little bit more about McCollum. But sort of take us into the locker room and what he looks like pre-game, in-game, and post-game. How is he around the team?
I mean, he's a great guy. He really enjoys being here. He enjoys being in the room, and you can tell that right away. Like, I don't spend too much time in that locker room. That room is theirs. But when I do peek in, when I do get an opportunity to head in there, he's always lighthearted. He's always got a smile on his face. He's always joking around or playing a prank on somebody. And again, he's just happy to be here. He brings a really good energy to the rink every day. He carries that onto the ice, and his play does the talking. So he's definitely a big personality, and we're happy to have him.
You guys revving up for a 3-game in 4-day stretch against the first place Binghamton Black Bears. Anytime it's Binghamton Danbury, there seems to be a heightened level of importance. What is that rivalry like?
I mean, honestly, I don't know if it's really a rivalry yet. The years that I've been here, we've ended their season twice in a row. We've pretty much handedly been able to take care of business in the regular season, and so I wouldn't say it's really a rivalry yet. Obviously, we haven't gotten the results that we want to get here this year, but it's a young season. We got a good opportunity here this weekend, and we certainly expect to take advantage of the opportunity here.
What do you expect from this 3-game series? Top team in the Empire Division. You guys are right there, right behind them, have sort of found your groove. What are you expecting against this first place Black Bears team?
Yeah, we got to come out hard here on the road. It's going to be a hostile environment. They're going to be, chomping at the bit for us to come in, and so we have to match their energy. And if we can continue to build off of what we've done here on the road the last 3 games, I think we're going to get a good start. If we can win the specialty teams battle and we can make them work in the trenches, that's not where they want to play. They want it easy, and we got to make it hard for them here tonight.
I'll look in the crystal ball for you because you don't need to do that. Let's say you guys win the 3 games this weekend, and let's say I'm saying that. How do we get to that level? We'll do the fill in the blank like we do every show. The Hat-Tricks will sweep the Black Bears in this mini 3-game series if
we can stay mentally strong.
Stay mentally strong. That's the message for the Danbury Hat-Tricks as they get set for 3 games in 4 days against the Binghamton Black Bears starting tonight in Binghamton.